welcome to the What the Shuck podcast. The goal of the What the Shuck podcast is to provide a platform to positive and influential people of Kentucky and Appalachia and that are in some way being influential through music, business, community service, essentially anybody that's in some way helping to flip the narrative or just helping us to flip that perpetuation that we face negatively and through things that are very particularly or absolutely Appalachian. So the next guy that's going to be on is Clark Kissick. He's from Bath County, Kentucky, and he's helped me with a ton of events for my nonprofit Appalachian Pioneer Program. And I would say he's probably helped me. We've raised like over 30,000. He's probably helped me raise 30,000 of it. So I appreciate you for that. And we've just done that for various causes from flood relief, and also thanks to Wes, who's also helped us do this as well with Old North. And we've been able to do some really cool stuff just through music and bringing people together. And it's been through unfortunate times, but what we're trying to do now is just kind of build awareness for some cool stuff that is going on that's not negative. So this April 15th here at Greylawn Station, we'll be out there for the show though, but we're going to be doing an event called Strings in the Spring, and it's going to be just to raise awareness for string music and bluegrass music in Kentucky and Appalachia. So this gentleman over here is going to be playing in that, so you're going to get a little taste of what he'll be doing at that show, but yeah, I'm really excited to have him on. The last time that we had him on, it was literally like the day of the lockdown, pretty much.
I think we went home and Tom Hanks and Rudy Gobert both got COVID and the world ended.
Yeah, I think that's literally pretty much how that happened.
I got to thinking on the way up here, Kentucky basketball has not won a NCAA tournament game since we did our last podcast. It's been over 3 years.
So that is pretty sad. We were over there like, this isn't going to be that bad. Like, we're going to be like able to just do normal things, and then so code takes. So hopefully we have better takes on this podcast. I know that Clark is going to really impress you all with his singer-songwriter skills, and he's one of the top up-and-coming talents in this area. And then Alden is also going to be playing with him when they play later, and when they're actually playing that, it's going to be really, really impressive. I think you'll really like what they're doing tonight. So. But yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
We're excited to be here, man. I appreciate it. It's always cool to be with What the Shuck.
So, dude, kind of walk us through, kind of introduce yourself to the people that would be here today that might not know who Clark Kissick is, and kind of why you write music and you are the person that you kind of are. I know it's a lot, but
yeah, I mean, I guess my name's Clark Kissick. You know, that's I'm from the big city of Owensville. I've lived in Owensville for 24 of my 28 years. So I lived in Lexington for 4. I left Lexington with somewhat of a degree, and a lot of good stories and a lot of good times, I guess you could say. And songwriting, you know, how I got into it, I guess this was always kind of the other thing besides football that I was interested in. My dad always listened to like Hayes Carl, Robert O'Keefe, Ray Wiley Hubbard, and all those guys. And he just made it where I love songwriting and craftsmanship and actually writing a good song, I guess you could say. And that's kind of how I just stumbled in, kept playing, falling forward every day. So.
Well, speaking of stumbled in, I think that's kind of how our relationship started as friends. I was like in my room at the Circle, and you just like stumbled in, and we were partaking in herbal medications, and so it was just it was a fun time, and you were like, yeah, man, I'm playing music now, I'm doing this stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, keep me updated. And like, I had no idea that at that point I would do a podcast, and you had no idea you'd be like,
it's a long way from the Circle.
You'd be touring with like Chris Knight and stuff. So it's like, it's crazy how far we've come.
I think at that time I probably played, after I told you that, I think me and Travis played about 3 gigs a year, and we thought we was rock stars. And that went on for another 5 to 6 years, and since then we've started having to branch out a little bit.
I heard a musician once say he was on a 1 year tour or 1 year one stop tour, and I thought that was actually hilarious.
Yeah. So you get enough money for one gig, you don't have to do any others.
Well, he wasn't playing a lot, so that was just like, I think that was like the joke. It was like, but anyway, man, the people are here to hear you play some tunes, so let's give them what they're here.
It's the first one. The song I wrote listening, I was thinking about Keith Whitley's, I guess Dean Dillon wrote it, a song called Miami, Miami, and I just kind of started wanting to do that wordplay on something, and I racked my brain the best I could. The best I could come with the closest, I guess, was Anita and Anita, I Need You. So we ended up writing this song, kind of wound up basing it off a fella that I knew, but we should have a video coming out of this somewhere on YouTube and Facebook pretty soon, but this is Anita, I Need You. Promised you I'd give up the damn cigarettes, but I ain't been able to shake 'em yet. I don't usually start with a downer, I guess. It was just the first one that came to my mind. So next time I'll keep that one in the back of my brain for later.
So something I've noticed with you is some people always approach their music and it's always about their life, but you have several songs that are just like you putting yourself in a different perspective and you're writing a song about it. So kind of explain that to people who are not songwriters, like how you do that and like what the process kind of looks like, because I mean, that takes a lot of imagination to be like, oh, this is someone else's life, and essentially I'm going to create a story about it, even though it's not anything that's ever happened or that I've ever experienced myself. But
the best way I can describe, the best I've ever heard it explained is, like people, when Chris Knight, I heard him one backstage one night talking about it, they're just characters, and you're writing stories and you're just telling stories, and that's the key to all of it. Telling stories. And now I like to tell stories, I love telling stories. And I can sit up here and tell stories all night now. Sometimes not everybody wants to listen to those stories for hours and hours, but that's the good part about songwriting is I can just sit and make you listen to the stories that I've thought up in my head for 3 hours. So, and we've got that song Sleeping with the Devil that we play, I come up, we wrote the chorus, we didn't really know what to do with the song, and I wrote it with Reed Fields, and when we were talking about it, he's just like, we were on tour with Chris actually at the time, and he said, man, we just gotta, the whole time we were sitting there with it, we were like, oh, this is like a woman, she's in an abusive relationship or something, and struggling the whole time, and finally he's like, man, she's gotta kill him at the end of it. Hell yeah, you can stretch the truth on some things, and you can kill people in songs. You can do whatever you want to. It's your song. That's the key to it.
you're like the Martin Scorsese or the Quentin Tarantino of Bath County.
But just start murdering people just left and right. Never saw it right. We were actually in Texas one night, and they hollered, on stage, and somebody was like playing a killing song, and Chris kind of pauses for a second, and you can see it like on his face. He realized like, damn, I got a lot of killing songs. Killed way too many people. Yeah. That's probably my favorite part of it is just telling stories and creating scenarios. But also I'll be honest, just living in West Liberty, Owensville's full of characters, and you meet people that I lived in Lexington for a couple of years. You would walk on the other side of the street if you saw these people, but in Owensville, a guy walking around with his shirt off all day in town, that's just normal. And yelling at people at the stoplight, that's Tuesday. So, and you just kind of run into them, you get some character ideas, and you can just run with it.
I think it's always really interesting. Essentially, every time Little Bubby Child has a piece of content that comes out, I'm just like, I know who he's talking about, and most people that are from around where we're from do, but I was out with a friend in South Carolina and was talking to this friend, and she was like, have you ever heard of Little Bubby Child? And I was like, how do you know about Little Bubby Child? And she was like, she's like, everybody or every character that he explains is someone that I know. And I was like, oh, what? This is even in South Carolina, this is this. And so there's a lot of characters, it's Appalachia's filled with them, whether it's for music. We're doing a lot of podcasts about characters pretty much right now, so it's a fun ride. Most people probably here don't know that you played football at UK for a second, and you were the scout team All-American hero, and you actually got to wear Randall Cobb's legendary number 18.
So somewhere up on a wall and inside the Nutter training facility or whatever it's called now, there's the legends of all the people to wear number 18 at the University of Kentucky. Boone Williams and Jacob Tandy and Randall Cobb and all kinds of guys. And somewhere slid right in the middle of there is just me. And I'll never forget I think I told this on the first one, was Randall Cobb seeing me across the first time he came back to practice, and there I am standing and it was his actual jersey, like his real jersey, and I had mushed myself inside it and was standing there, getting ready for practice and stuff, and it was very form-fitting, I guess you could say, and I didn't fill it out kind of like a sack of potatoes, but
You weren't like the standard physique of like a quarterback.
yeah, it was like a medium.
linebacker.
Yeah, it was a medium, and I needed at least an XL. So, it's but it's cool getting where I got to be Randall Cobb. So,
But also you're associated with another legend, another Kentucky legend, because if I'm not mistaken, was it your like media picture like Josh Allen actually or something like that?
oh no, it's Mike Edwards.
Mike Edwards.
Yeah.
Who's like,
So if you look up Clark Kissick, and if you want to take a second on your phone, you can type in Clark Kissick, University of Kentucky Athletics, and you're going to see a fella that is not me. And but fortunately, that fella in that picture won a Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we'll just call it even, and that works for me. So if
what if that feeds the algorithm?
yeah, it's me and Mike Edwards.
Hell of a woman. Mike Edwards, thank you. Well, dude, let's hear another song from you.
All righty. Well, bring the mood up here a little bit. I come from, like Shuck said, I come from a wild and wonderful place I love very much called Bath County. And Bath County's got a lot of wonderful things. It's got a knob called Tater. It's got just down from there, there's a place called Salt Lick. And it's kind of a long story short, we kind of coined a dance phrase that people, when they have a little too much to drink, might do in the big city. So this is a song we've coined, the Salt Lake Shuffle. Well, it goes 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4. Salt Lake shuffling across the floor. Won't you dance with me, baby? Things gonna be alright. Well, it sure is good to be out almost Friday tonight. Well, I'm working all week down in Hawaii, out on the county line. Well, I'm getting pretty tired of Western way, it's Texas Eastern Pipeline. Well, 5 o'clock comes and the work bell rings. I'm running out the door. Well, you may not know what the night may bring. It's one thing I know for sure. Well, it goes 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4. Salt Lake shuffling across the floor. Won't you dance with me, baby? Everything gonna be alright. Well, it sure is good to be out almost every night. Shine bright in my eye, make me feel warm when I step inside. Drink all you want, no need to drive. All just here to have a good time. Ain't got no worries, ain't in a hurry today. Well, it's 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4. Salt Lake shuffling across the floor. Won't you dance with me, baby? Things gonna be alright. Well, it sure is good to be out almost every night. Around here we ain't got no pros, you just gotta have a little hillbilly. So go out back, get a little high, face the rhythm section, feel just right. We've been working real hard, you have too. Deserve to have fun, it's the least we can do. We're headed out for a big night on the town. As soon as the sun goes down. Well, it goes 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4. Salt Lake shuffling across the floor. Won't you dance with me, baby? Everything gonna be alright. Well, 'cause it sure is good to be out almost every night. Yes, it sure is good to be in Lexington, Kentucky tonight. It's the Salt Lake Shuffle. We'll take over TikTok all day with that. Bring the Salt Lake Tourism Board some business.
Let's get this young man a tourism spot with the TikTok of Owensville. There has to be at least 600 followers.
Yeah, I have finally entered the world of TikTok. Finally, I held off until yesterday. And everybody, about the third person to give me an ultimatum that either I need to quit playing music or just sit at the house and do TikToks. And you're probably going to blow up a lot better than just riding around in a van and hoping somebody finds you. But so I got a TikTok. It started making sense. And I feel weird. I feel old in it. Like every person in there is like 16. And I'm not. So it's an odd place, but we'll see how it goes.
So funny story about TikTok. So I guess I have a created account, and it's like What the Shuck 92, because when I went to create What the Shuck, that account was already taken, and I was like, some son of a bitch has beat me to What the Shuck, and I hate them for that. Like, I literally hope they die. And like 2 years go by, and I was like out somewhere, and someone goes and walks up to me, and they go, "Man, like you really missed out on that chance to get What the Shuck for your TikTok account." I was like, "I don't even have a TikTok," and they're like, "Is it because your sister has What the Shuck as her TikTok?" And I was like, "Damn it, Lindsay!" But yeah, so I didn't mean to wish anything ill upon her, but I was kind of salty that she did steal my TikTok handle, but.
She'll you have to pay her for it. I get to charge you.
She will do that too, for sure.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Do you have that picture though? We have the picture of Mr. Clark Kissick on the UK Athletics website. I don't know if you'll all be able to see it, but the viewers on the actual What the Shuck podcast that will be recorded will. This is my mom. Thank you, Mom. This is Clark Kissick.
Me and Mike him.
Side by side. The greatness is there, but not really the looks. Like they're both like, that's not the same guy, so. But they have greatness, stature, the same. Yeah.
I'll take, Mike's done some big things, so I'll take all the
best UK football players ever, maybe.
Might be the best safety they ever played.
Yeah. You're one of the best safeties ever played at UK, man. Congratulations.
My claim to fame with UK is, I think, I was told this by Coach Pivito, that I might have broken the scout team interception record for most interceptions thrown in a practice. Now most of them were on purpose there, I was told to do that, but there's something weird about sitting, like, you show up, you go work out all day long, and your job is to do exactly what would be wrong in the game, and you just stand there and throw, after you throw like 50 interceptions in a practice, you're like, okay, now this at some point this is a habit for me. So
you got really good at throwing interceptions,
right? I can throw a pick, but nobody like that. Like it's nobody's business. I can pick six, whatever you want. I'll set you up, hand you a dime out there on the edge. Just break on it. That's all you need.
Well, dude, tell us kind of about what you have as far as some projects coming up and where people can expect to see you as far as some shows that you have.
So we're here tonight, and then tomorrow night we're in Whitesburg at Willie's Tap House. And then I think next Saturday, Alden and I will be back in Georgetown at Slant Public House. Got some really cool stuff coming up. You know, March 31st, me and Clark Sexton are going to be playing at Alley on Main in Paintsville. We've been working on some festivals and stuff I'm really excited for. We'll be here on April 15th.
April 15th.
Just really excited to get back out here and get playing. Been sitting in the house for a little while. And pretty much all of January, I didn't play any shows. I've been working on a Bluegrass project for about a year now, and we thought it was going to take about 3 months. And but with the project's done, we're just waiting on the artwork and some other stuff on it. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I might release it. I might try to sell some songs off of it. I don't know. I'm not making my mind fully on it, but I kind of made a decision the other day that I'm gonna been talking to the studio, and we're gonna get in and we're gonna record a country record, and I'm gonna do it hell or high water. And I got some free time coming up before the summer, and I got the band, I got all the things that I want. So might as well just go ahead and do it, because I've been picky, I've been waiting around, and I wanted to have 10 good songs, and and I've written, I feel like I've written a million songs by now, and should have got, I got 10. So it's kind of, it's like, as long as they're average, that's fine with me by this point. So it's, some are always going to be better than others, but so that should be, I don't have any timetable on when that'll be out, but we've been recording a bunch of videos at the high school, at Bath County High School. We got a brand new gym, or an auditorium. It's backstage at the Opry. It's nice. And we recorded some videos and stuff, and that's going to be on Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. So, and we'll be doing some TikToks, all that good stuff. So. But you can find all that at Clark Kissick, and you can go to clarkkissick.com. It might be back up now, but me and GoDaddy, the host domain site, to be honest, the guy that deleted my website over a technical difficulty, if me and him were standing face to face, we'd have fought that day. But fortunately for him, he was in California on the phone, so I've got to wait until my website gets back up, and we had to completely redo it thanks to GoDaddy, and they did help us out on not making us pay to put it back up. So I guess we'll meet in the middle. But all that should be Facebook, all of it's Clark Kissick, clarkkissick.com. There's plugging.
You got one more song in you as far as for what the show podcast, and then we'll let you break free and get wild on these people and see some pedal steel as well throw in there.
Yeah. So it makes things a lot sadder or a lot more jumpier or swingier, whichever ones you want.
Yeah, Alden's the man too. So, but I appreciate you, man. Your music's incredible. I can't wait to hear your project, whether it's a country project or bluegrass. It's going to be fun, and I know a lot of people are going to really enjoy it. So once again, thanks to Wes for letting us do this. We've been doing this every Thursday, but we've been doing it some Fridays now too. So it's really cool to get an opportunity to provide a platform to these people. We've done some different stuff. We've done some shows where we just kind of talk to a guest that's not necessarily a musician, and then transition to like the musician part. And so we've kind of talked to, like yesterday, we got to talk to David Helmers, who's the executive producer of Robert and does stuff for like Black Mountain Jamboree and for Sleeping in the Woods Music Festival and a bunch of festivals and stuff. So it was really cool to get to hear kind of how that stuff works, and then to get to hear Bedford, which is completely the opposite of what you're going to hear tonight. So it's really cool that Wes is giving this platform to people. So thank you all for coming out tonight. I hope you all enjoy Mr. Clark Kissick and Mr. Alden Ofield. But thanks for listening to What the Shuck podcast. If you're listening to it, if you're in this room and you think it's weird that I'm pointing at my camera, I'm sorry, but I love you all. Hope you're having a good night. Live the dream and enjoy Clark Kissick.
I appreciate Shuck having us out here tonight. So we got one more for here for the podcast, and then but it's a song I wrote that was on that Bluegrass project that I was talking about. But it could best be described as I was watching too much of the TV news, and come up with a song called "Hard Times Are Near."